you want to pass me a martini?
Yes.
A martoon?
Turn it on. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Ain't she lovely?
So lovely.
Oh, yeah. I love different pickles on a skewer, you know? Just a big fan. Cheers.
Mmm. Yum.
Is it to your liking?
I love it.
I'm glad because we have a whole picture and we're not leaving this room. Daph and I are stuck in my bedroom because I'm having technical issues with my air conditioning unit in the living room. So we've moved around a bit. But you know what? I think it just shows our true Gemini power, aka happy Gemini season to all.
Officially.
In our ways of adaptability.
Wait, today is...
I think actually today is like the last day of Taurus, as a matter of fact. I think it starts tomorrow.
No, today's the 21st.
Today is the 20th.
Today's the 21st.
Today is the 20th. Today is May 20th.
You're correct. So tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Gemini season starts. And we're just like showcasing our adaptability.
Yeah.
Daph is eating, I believe, a parsnip. We have both potato and parsnip baked fries. It's a surprise. You don't know what you're going to get. It's just going to be like an explosion of flavor in your mouth.
An absolute explosion.
An absolute explosion of flavor. We have just a regular old Heinz ketchup because why fix the problem that why fix something that isn't broken?
If it
ain't broke, don't fix it. But the other dip is a roasted garlic mayo with fresh garlic as well, and scallions, and a little bit of vinegar.
Please share with the class what's on our martinis.
Oh, so the martinis are Ketel One, as per usual, with a healthy splash of dry vermouth for this one. Both Castelvetrano brine and pepperoncini brine. And our little pickled things are olives, pickled onions, and pepperoncinis.
I really love the pepperoncini brine. It really is.
It's really like spruces it up, brightens it up. Very summertime.
The hints of pepperoncini.
Yeah. And then we have this adorable thing, which is like a flat chicken nugget topped with Caesar salad. And it's so good.
It's like a chicken Caesar pizza.
And I did not get us napkins. But this sheet is going straight in the wash. So if you really need to just go like this.
No, I won't.
And then we have
wow, that is so lovely.
Dark chocolate, almonds, and pistachios all mixed up. The almonds are from Whole Foods and the pistachios are from Trader Joe's.
You made those?
No.
Oh.
I literally said the almonds are from Whole Foods and the pistachios are from
Trader Joe's. In my head I'm going to like you bought the whole almonds.
No, don't get crazy. I can't cook. It's so hot in there.
This is so delicious.
Right?
Wow.
And it's like ground chicken with cottage cheese, an egg, like less than a quarter cup of breadcrumbs, salt and pepper, and
this is why you need to post your recipes. So many people are going to want to try to make those.
And I'm happy to do so.
Think of a pizza crust but made out of chicken.
It's very good.
Brilliant.
But I will say this. If there was any thought of legitimately doing that, yesterday was not the day for it.
No, for sure. Oh my god, should we have a vegan night to pay homage to my
past?
To my past?
Sure.
And RIP to
cows?
Veganism.
To cows? RIP to cows?
Today's not the day for you.
No. Today's not. Well, no, there's no cows in here.
That's correct. But.
And then to like really round out this very low, honestly, low effort, besides the fact that it was a furnace in my kitchen, meal, there's cornichons.
Which?
Give me a Cornichon, I'm a happy gal.
They belong on every dinner table.
They belong in every meal, if I'm being quite honest.
I love them. So zingy.
So, at the start of every summer, I get humbled.
For what exactly?
Because I don't realize, like, that I haven't tanned now for, like, 8 months. So my skin is obviously a lot lighter than when I'm in the sun. But then I get in the sun all cocky and I'm like, oh no, I have olive skin tone. I don't really get burned too easily.
To be fair, this is burnt, but
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be fine tomorrow.
I think I'm gonna be a little burnt. Like, look at my shin. To be fair though, this is what I wanted. I wanted a base layer. So
Okay, did you put any sunscreen on?
no, not on my legs or my arms.
Are you trying to like get melanoma? Because that's like a real thing.
Yeah, well, sunscreens are also not good for you. I put sunscreen on my face where it matters. And on
What
my
is worse for you? What is worse for you? Cancer?
I'm not for sure gonna get cancer.
Our father has melanoma. You recognize that, right?
Had
He
one thing, a melanoma. Yeah,
that was scary as fuck. For me, I don't know.
skin cancer is not like
People die from it. What do you mean?
I know, but like
Often. Don't be so cocky. Get
Okay,
a zinc one.
listen,
Get a mineral one.
Listen, I'm uninterested in having this discussion because
All right.
I'm not gonna get cancer.
Okay, RFK Jr. Goodness. I think that's my favorite thing. The mayo.
The mayo is phenomenal. Did you make it?
I did.
Like you made the mayo?
No. It's a mixture of Kewpie and almonds. But what's making it that texture is a full head of garlic that I did roast myself.
All by yourself?
All by myself. To absolute perfection.
Good job.
There's also a fresh garlic clove in there. And that hideous color comes from the scallion.
Kewpie is sometimes have like an off-putting color, I feel like.
It's just yellowy. I think it's pretty. It reminds me of Dutch mayo. Like from
Deutschland?
Deutschland. No, Deutschland is Germany.
That's right.
Holland.
But
yeah. I love Caesar salad.
I love Caesar salad. Love a Caesar salad and fries.
Particularly with my hands.
If I'm being honest,
you could use a fork.
My least favorite, yeah.
Well, finish your pickles and just stab at it with them.
No, I do want the pepperoncini though for this.
My eyes were like, no. She's gonna spill. Anyway.
What stories do you have for me?
Oof, goodness. People are whack.
Okay. That's no surprise.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Ooh! I had a very lovely Sunday. So Friday night we all went out, but I continued past my bedtime, and I wasn't feeling too hot Saturday morning, but I had to punish myself somehow for my wrongdoing, so I went to get a wax. And then,
which you planned ahead, and it's actually so funny because
I could have easily moved it.
You told me that you had a waxing appointment. I don't remember when it was that we spoke, but you told me.
Yeah.
And I was like, why?
Because I needed to get waxed. Also, you have to imagine, like, I wanted to get waxed so that, like, my next wax would be right before my birthday. And that's exactly how it's panning out.
Yeah.
And it was important for me to, like, not veer off schedule, because I wasn't now going to wait until my birthday, but I also wasn't gonna go next week and then go 2 weeks later, just math. So thankfully, my lovely waxer, whom I love, loves Jeff too. There was one time that there was absolutely no other option for me but to come with him. I don't remember how or why. But ever since then, I always ask her if it's okay to bring him. And she always says, yes, of course, he's always welcome here. But I'm always afraid that, like, I don't know, like all of a sudden she got like something from like a health inspection or something like that, which is totally valid. Like, I wouldn't be pissed if she told me, like, you can't bring Jeff. But I always like to ask just to be sure. So it's not like a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And then I knew all I wanted in this world were two things. Onigiri and an Asian pear. Thankfully.
But I'm really, really sorry. Onigiri is like the best.
It's perfect. We have birds. Onigiri is perfect.
It's the best. It's like,
it's a full meal and it's handheld. It's like better than
way better than a sandwich.
I was going to say better than a burger. I don't know. I do love
No.
a burger and I love a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes all I want is like sourdough, butter, and like
Turkey.
deli meat. Sometimes it's ham, sometimes it's straight salami.
Salami.
Woo! With like a Cornichon on the side.
Turkey and salami together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fat from the salami really complements the fatlessness of the turkey.
Wait, this is so funny. When I was little, I had two girlfriends that we would walk from school to Subway, and we had a sandwich that we always ordered, each, like the three of us, the same exact thing, and we called it Turpep something, something or the other.
How creative. Tell me more.
It was foot-long Italian bread with turkey, pepperoni, pepperoncini, or banana peppers.
I was saying, girl, you did not know what a pepperoncini was when you were like 13
Banana
years old.
peppers, olive oil, vinegar, salt, and pepper.
No veggies?
Yeah, banana peppers. And I think maybe we did cucumber. I don't remember. I don't think we did cucumber. Maybe tomatoes.
I love a tomato with salt and pepper on.
Mm-hmm. I think we did tomatoes, lettuce for sure. And I think we also did a cheese. And I can't tell you which cheese. But it was a phenomenal sandwich. And I love me a sandwich, but something about onigiri, first of all, I feel better about myself.
Although, really?
Yeah.
Why? Because it's rice and not wheat?
Mm-hmm.
I love wheat.
Because it's rice, it's seaweed.
Oh no, listen, that's all I was craving. I love onigiri. I think, for example, in that very moment, you couldn't have convinced me to have a sandwich.
Right.
But more often than not, I would prefer a sandwich.
Okay,
I think. I don't know. Anyway, so I know that, like, it doesn't really matter that my waxer allows me to bring Jeff. I can't bring him into the store. Just so happens that the store is literally in the middle between the waxing appointment and Daph's apartment. So I call her to see what she's up to.
Not a damn thing.
And she said, do you want to come here? And I was like, well, it's funny that you should ask because I need you to babysit for like 20. And not only did I get my onigiri, but I also got a tall box of the young radish kimchi. It's gone.
Wow.
It is gone. It is so good.
Good for you. I never finished kimchi that fast. That's that's a lightning speed.
Oh my god,
Oh, no.
it was so fucking good.
Oh my god.
But I think it caused an issue.
Oh.
So radishes are
Have you
also
been a gassy girl?
Oh my god, so fucking bloated. So radishes are also a cruciferous veg. And
Are they really? I feel like every day a new.
you know that arugula is too?
Yes, and that's
It's
why
so upsetting.
I feel like every day a new.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't remember.
A new day is born.
Maybe radishes are not cruciferous, but they do cause more gas. And I'm very sensitive to cruciferous vegetables. Radishes apparently do that to me too. But fermented veggies don't cause discomfort for me. Hence, kimchi is delicious and good for me, and I love it. Hence. Thus, I eat the entire package, and I literally feel like my stomach is rock hard and about to pop. And
such as.
I Google it, and apparently when it says young radish kimchi, it doesn't mean that the radishes were young. It means that the kimchi is young, which means that the fermentation process is early on. And maybe that is why...
False advertising.
No, it's not. It literally said young kimchi. It's me that is dumb.
Round up your lawyers, because that
nothing to round up. I would never...
False advertising. I'm so sorry. When you said young radish kimchi,
did you also think that like the radish was young?
Yeah, that's
like
the,
a little
that's
bit.
The only thought.
To be fair, though, it was pretty big pieces.
Otherwise, I would write whatever. You know, there's giant radishes, so maybe those are baby giant radishes. Anyway, my point is that if you are to try and explain to people that it is the kimchi that is young and not the radish, I would write radish kimchi.
Young. Comma young. So,
semicolon young.
Might be like I should just ask. You know, next time I'm just going to ask.
Yeah, that's my problem.
And
I never asked.
I need to emphasize this. It was delicious, and I'm not telling you that like I finished it like this was Saturday. I didn't finish it today. That shit was done.
Today's Tuesday.
I know. I finished it on Monday.
Okay, even if it was an old radish,
I think I overdid it.
Would still be gassy.
I think I overdid it. And the thing is, no, because I need to emphasize this as well. It's not like it's not that I don't fart, right? I'm a human being. I fart.
What? You
fart?
And
burp. But
what? You burp? That's
I
crazy.
do. I'm
crazy.
coquette, but like I do. But the gas that I feel from eating these vegetables is not that. I bloat and I become very uncomfortable, and then I get really nauseous and I'm not well. So, long story short, I come back to Duff's house. I eat my little onigiri, like with little bites.
Little baby bites.
And I also picked up those chips that were delicious.
Delish.
Octopus and mustard.
Octopus mustard.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Delish.
And then I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go. And Duff looks at me, she's like, why are you leaving? And I was like, well, the Eurovision Song Contest is about to come on. Do you want to watch it? Yeah, sure, I'll watch it. We start watching it. Duff was not prepared that it's 3.5 hours long.
It's so long.
But was it not a roller coaster?
No, honestly, it was really sweet. It was a very, very wholesome afternoon. You know, I felt like I was watching a lot of people's dreams come true, which really felt like sweet and wholesome, regardless of like what people say about it, like Adam saying that it's rigged and whatever. Like bullshit. I honestly, and even if it is true, whatever the truth is, I honestly don't give a fuck. All of the people that are on there look like they're so happy to be there and they're so excited. And that in and of itself is like a good show for me. That's something that's like worthwhile
Snaps
to watch.
for talent.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody was exactly like very talented in my opinion.
They have big balls though.
But big balls.
Big balls.
Big cojones.
Woo, baby.
So, A for effort.
It was an excellent show. I think maybe a little bit less on like the anti-Semitism at the end of the show, but you know what? We're going to excuse it because we're going to Vienna next year. So we love that. Maybe some other city in Austria, although it's probably going to be Vienna.
Listen, I don't know about all that.
I think I want to go. And then Sunday, I woke up with like fire under my butthole. Like, oh, yesterday all I did was be horizontal. Let me do shit. So I did laundry and I cleaned up, and this little boy was like following me around the apartment. It was very sweet, very cute. And then at 3:30, that I think I sent you a video. I videoed myself speaking to Jeff and giving him the rundown of what the day is going to look like. So it was like, okay, we're going to get up. I'm going to put a load of laundry. I'm going to brush my teeth and get ready for the day, and then we'll go take a walk. And then
You do
I'm-
caca poo poo.
gaga boo boo, and we'll throw out the garbage, and then we'll come home, and I will continue cleaning up. I honestly talk to him a little bit like he's dumb, even though he's probably the smartest being I know. No offense. And then I'm gonna go fill up 2 coolers, one with water, the other with ice. We're gonna get back to that. I'm gonna go put them in my car and then go get a pedicure, which I did at a nail salon that is right down the street that I've gone to multiple times, and I've always had very good experiences at. This time,
Not so much.
less.
That's disappointing.
She kind of hurt me.
Oh, I hate when you
And then she was like wiping it with a towel, and I'm like,
no.
oh, okay, so I'm losing
So-
a toe.
literally.
Very good. So then post pedicure, I marched via car my ass down to South Beach to Trader
She
Joe's.
has hydraulics.
Of course. To South Beach to Trader Joe's. And this is where the coolers come into play because I wanted fresh flowers in my house. It's my favorite thing to have. It's like one of those like little luxuries that I insist on having.
Every single week, there's not a week that goes by that I don't buy fresh flowers. I need it. I need the fresh young like life
And I love
in my house.
the scoot, like the
Mm-hmm.
being busy with it. And I don't get bouquets that are ready. I get the bunches
Yes.
so I can make my own bouquets. And I have like
fuck your bouquet.
those,
I want to
like,
make my own.
cutesy little baby ones. That's where I put all the strays. But I have 3 larger vases. That is where I put my bigger arrangements, vases. So flowers. And then,
Oh, that's lovely.
thank you. I made it myself.
Wait, no.
No, I didn't.
You didn't.
It's literally from Whole Foods.
It's a frankincense myrrh aromatherapy mist restoring featuring lime, frankincense, lavender, and myrrh pure essential oils. Or acacia.
It does smell limier than
It
I
does.
would want. When I saw frankincense and myrrh, I was thinking of my perfume from L'Occitane.
Like a more woodsy.
Yeah, but whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, cooler with water. That is where the flowers went. Cooler with ice is where I put a thing of filet mignon and goat cheddar cheese.
Very brave of you.
It was your cooler, by the way.
Which one?
The little baby one where we put the
Oh.
seltzers in last time.
I left that here. That's right.
It was also later on in the day, so it wasn't as sunny.
Mm-hmm.
And I put like I put the filet mignon on the bottom, and then I put the ice on top, and then I put the cheddar cheese on top of the ice, and then I closed it, and it was nicely sealed. And why did I prepare like that? Not because listen, I don't think it's crazy. We're in Florida. It is it's mid-May, and it is 105 degrees outside.
It's not 100.
It is 97. It was 94.
It's hot. It's hot.
It's
if
very
you put
hot.
ice cream in the trunk within like 10 minutes, it's
Dunzo.
donezo.
The black sesame mochi ice cream that I got from Kimchi Mart
Mm-hmm.
was in the freezer when I left the store, right?
Right.
How long does it take to get from Kimchi Mart to your house?
5 minutes.
Exactly. When I took it out, you remember you took a bite of it? It was melty.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy. I actually, wait, I'm so sorry. I thought of you on Sunday because we went to eat at a new dumpling.
I saw.
At a new dumpling spot in Fort Lauderdale. It's called Dumpling Terminal.
What a dumb name.
Phenomenal.
Stupid name, though.
Phenomenal. It's really cute. It's a brother sister who own it. At least it looks like it, that they own it. And we know that they're brother and sister.
What is their ethnicity?
I think they're Korean.
Okay, great.
I
I don't know. Fort Lauderdale has a
I'm
tendency to, like,
pretty
for
sure
white
that
people to
that
open a
they're
dim sum
Korean
place.
because what I'm getting at is that she makes these macarons and she called them Korean macarons. So I'm assuming that that's why they're, but I honestly don't know. So don't come at me.
Is it black sesame, though?
A black sesame macaron. But Aicu, the filling is, it's like somewhere between like Miracle Whip, ice cream.
Like the mayo?
No, Miracle Whip is whipped cream.
I think
The
you're
already
thinking of
made whipped
something
cream.
else. I'm pretty sure
thinking
that
of Miracle Whip.
is Miracle Whip not.
It's the
the
one that comes
mayo?
in. No, I don't know. think so. Miracle Whip is like a white.
No, I know what you mean. It comes in the
container.
freezer section. I've definitely purchased it before. It's diet culture will tell you that it's an excellent dessert for those who are trying to keep it low. But
Pretty sure that's what it's.
I'm pretty sure Miracle Whip is a mayo.
Where's the iPad? Get the iPad.
We're gonna do a little fact checking. Anyway, flowers in cooler with water, steak and cheese in the cooler with ice. By the way, that goat cheese cheddar is absolutely delicious.
Where is it?
It's in the fridge.
Miracle Whip.
Miramar.
Miracle in Miami.
Bitch, Miracle Whip is mayo.
Damn. Okay, so
What's the
Cool Whip?
Cool Whip?
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
I'm like, there ain't no way that you're talking about mayonnaise.
Yo, it's the same thing. It's the same packaging and the same font. So anyway,
Definitely not the same packaging.
basically the same.
It's the same packaging as
Like
mayonnaise.
color, the
Blue?
color, whatever. Maybe, you know what? It's probably made in the same.
Let me finish my
factory.
story. Okay, so you had a delicious fucking dessert when you went out to dinner without me. Good for you. Cheers. Not even a fucking invite. I saw y'all. Like 17 different people shared that stupid story. Honestly, it looked like trash. No, it didn't. It looked really good. Y'all looked like trash. Anyway.
Oh my god.
As I said, I had a lovely day. Back to my story. Flowers in cooler with water. Steak and cheese in cooler with ice. I do a little Yui, park my car in Alton Road, go to the movie theater. All right.
Skirt, skirt.
Skirt, skirt. Movie theater. I went to see The Accountant 2.
What's that?
It's a movie with apparently
What's the accountant
a
one?
revealed favorite actor of mine that I didn't even know that I liked.
Who's?
Ben Affleck.
You've really been onto him lately, huh?
So listen, honestly, it was the only movie that the time worked out for the schedule that I was setting myself for. And I will say this, I have never seen the first movie. It came out like 8 or 9 years ago.
And there was people were asking for a number 2.
Yes.
Wow.
And let me tell you, the movie was fantastic.
Interesting.
So I couldn't tell you like, oh yeah, he's like, when I think of like my list of like favorite actors, maybe now he'll be on it. But he's definitely like someone that I love to watch, and that is John Barenthal.
Who's that?
He plays Carmi's brother, the one that dies in The Bear. He's in Inglourious Bastards.
Love him.
So he plays Ben Affleck's
phenomenal.
brother both in the first movie and in the second movie. And when I tell you that his first scene in the movie is art. It is art. Are you planning on watching the movie?
Probably not.
Okay, so let me set the stage.
But, I mean, maybe don't.
Spoiler alert. Well, no, it doesn't spoil anything, honestly. Like, it's literally the first scene that he's in. This man is so badass. Okay.
Can I have some more chocolate?
Yeah. Can I have some more martini?
Yeah.
This man is like badass. He's like a hired assassin, right? Like he's like wearing all black. He's like,
your average
your average, like super good looking. Like, oh, is he Jewish? Is he Italian? I don't know. Kind of looking man.
Do you want another skewer?
Duh. Thank you. Please be careful.
Yeah.
He's arriving at this like super fancy schmancy hotel in Berlin that I want to find out where it is, and I want to go to it because like holy shit, that is where
I want to go back to Berlin so bad.
So bad. He's at the he's checking in. He's sucking on an orange lollipop, which is just I don't know why. It's hot because he is doing it. I don't usually love seeing adult men eating lollipops. It's weird. He's hot, so it's hot when he does it. He's handed a box that looks like it's like a box of chocolates or whatever, and he goes to check into his hotel, right? And then, first of all, he gets like just in his little like briefs, boxer briefs. This man is
Boxer briefs.
built so beautifully. Okay. So he's in front of the mirror and he's like practicing what he's going to say. And I don't remember the woman's
But it's
name.
like a serious scene?
No, it's meant to be like kind of like a comedic break. Like the
Okay.
movie has a lot of comedic breaks, but like that is like the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, hey, let's call her Margaret. I don't remember if that's the name. Hey, Margaret, it's, fuck, I don't remember his name in the movie either. It's X calling, whatever. And he's like, no, you idiot. And he like keeps like putting himself down and he's like practicing what he's going to say on the phone. And it's like, you're thinking like, yo, this man like wants to hit on a woman. Like he wants to hit her up. He wants to like sex her up. He wants to like take her out on a date. He wants to like be all cute about it, you know?
But it's an old lady that he like walks to the supermarket.
No. It's the lady from the dog adoption agency because he wants to adopt a corgi and he doesn't understand why he needs to wait to 8 weeks. And it all kind of like sums up into that when he's like literally sitting on the floor, leaning on his bed in his underwear,
like holding his head
in his underwear on the phone, like arguing with her. And you're like, this is amazing art. And then he opens the box of chocolates and it's actually a gun. Of course. His character is fantastic.
Naturally.
Honestly, Ben Affleck in it is wonderful. I never, I guess, like really looked. He has very thin lips.
That checks out.
Very thin lips.
That checks out.
But it was a wonderful movie with a great message. I loved it.
The great message.
Great message. Yes, yes. Very, very accurate and like relevant
What
to
is the
today's
message?
climate. There's a thing about like immigration and like sex trafficking and human trafficking and like stuff like that. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So like again, I just love going to the movie theater. So like I saw the movie started at 5:35. It worked out with my schedule. I went. Did not expect to enjoy it that much. Absolutely.
Did you like
loved it.
read about it? Or you saw the actors in it and you were like, yeah, don't worry. I could look at them for an hour and a half.
Well, I remembered Cookie telling me that she enjoyed the first movie like 100,000 years ago when it first came out. And when I was getting my pedicure, for a second I was considering like putting on that first movie, but I was like, my pedicure isn't going to last like 2-ish hours. So I watched the trailer. So I got the gist. Now I really want to watch the first movie. So that was and then I came home and I cooked my filet mignon. And I was about to make myself lunch for Monday, but then I remembered that we had a new girl at the office and we were taking her out to lunch. So I didn't. And instead I cuddle with the baby.
The baby.
The baby.
What a lovely, lovely Sunday.
It really truly was. Oh, this martini's delicious. I did a good job.
Yeah, you did. It's lovely. I don't think I can have a martini without pepperoncini anymore.
I've ruined you.
You've ruined me.
Apologies.
I'm trying to think. Honestly, I didn't do a goddamn thing this weekend, and it was lovely.
I mean,
well, this coming weekend, we've got a whole lot of plans.
do we?
Well, we have dinner on Friday. We
True.
have dinner on Saturday.
True.
Adam and I are going to space on Saturday, and then
Thank you so much for
Sunday.
sparing me.
Well, I mean, there's still a chance that I'm going to be able to have another person on the guest list.
Let me know.
But you really don't have to come.
No. Listen, if you get one other person, let me know and I'll come.
Are you
Who else would you bring?
Nobody in that case. Like, if we only get 3 people, then I'll spare you. You don't have to come with
No,
me.
you can let me know and I'll decide.
But if I'm able to get 5 people, then, like, I'm going to tell you 3 to come.
Okay, so I bought tickets to Space. Not this Saturday.
For when?
You're out of town.
What? June 13th, when
Yeah.
Claude Von Stroke is playing?
Yeah, Tommy called me
Wow, I cannot fucking
Sunday night.
believe
No.
you.
He called me Saturday night because I thought that he was calling me to ask me if I wanted to come over because you told me that you were going to their house.
What?
I left your house and you said that you were going to go to their house to hang out
Right.
with Jessica.
Yeah.
Okay. I get home. I'm sitting on my couch for like 15 minutes. He calls me. I'm like, if he's inviting me over right now, I'm just going to have to hang up because like, what the fuck? I literally just left Dania. Also, no, thank you.
He wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah. And he was like, no, I'm home alone. Jessica's with Daph.
This was on Sunday.
No, this was on Saturday. It was the day of the Eurovision Song Contest.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Jesse came over.
And we're like chatting for a bit, and I'm like, oh, it's so sweet. He just called me for like no reason. My brother is bored. He wants to chat. And he was like, so listen, I don't want you to feel like you're obligated or whatever, but from here to there, it turns
From
out
here to there.
He
doesn't say from here to there.
I don't know, but there was a lot of prefacing to this, as if a bunch of us are going, and if you want to come too. I know that you don't love space. And I was like, I haven't been to space since I was 16 years old. I honestly, it's just the thought of getting somewhere 2 a.m. is no longer appealing to me. But I was like, hold on, how much are the tickets? $40? You know what? I'm going to come. And if I don't have fun, I'm going to go. It's really that simple.
You could literally have dinner, take a little beauty nap, an hour, 2 hour beauty nap, and meet them there.
Well, I told them they could come here to pregame.
Oh, okay. So
but only arrive here at midnight 1.
Right, so you could take a little nap.
Right.
You're gonna have so much fun. Claude Von Stroke is amazing.
He sent me a couple videos. It sounds familiar. I know that I've listened to it before.
His vibe. I didn't realize that he's part of. I think they're a label. They're called Dirty Bird. Pretty sure they're a label. But it's all very good vibes. So in Labor Day weekend, I'm going up to Orlando with Tommy, Jess, Lauren, Chris, maybe Jess
in September.
And Ryan. Yeah. It's like a music festival, but at a hotel.
Oh God. I feel I can already smell the vomit.
No, I'm sure. Jess said that they everything. It's not young kids. So this record label is smaller. It's not. It's well known, but it
sounds like our brother.
But it's more well known amongst more mature individuals.
What the fuck ever. Tommy was like, listen, I know space or whatever, but this guy really doesn't bring out the people that usually go to space. I'm like, the people that usually go to space will go to space.
But the people that are going to space on a more religious
are the vibe
tendency are a good vibe. Those are people that want to be dancing. It's the people that are only going to space when the big mainstream DJs are there. Right. Those people suck.
What's his name? Alex Earl's sister's boyfriend. That's how I know him. John Summit?
Yeah.
Mountain. I think of a mountain. I think of hiking.
So funny enough, I recently discovered, because they posted it on their Instagram, that his name is because he really likes skiing.
So stupid. I'm Aicu grape because I really like wine. So stupid, so dumb.
Wait, that's amazing.
Aicu
that's
grape?
your DJ name.
Aicu grape.
Just grape.
Just grape.
Grapes.
What color grape am I?
You're a purple grape.
Purple grape.
What color grape am I?
You're like a neon pink, bitch. So not subtle.
I'm here. I'm
here, guys. I'm here. You've never seen me before.
I'm here.
So yeah, I guess I'm going to space. And then he was like, yeah, it's not for my birthday, but
it's for my birthday.
And then I was like, it's literally, and then I go to him, I was like, hey, do you remember when we were little and mom and dad would have joint birthday parties for us because we're 2 weeks apart, and instead of having birthdays
twice in a month,
they would just give us a birthday in the middle? And he was like, no. I'm like, what?
It's because you're older, you remember.
Ooh, okay.
And it upset you, clearly.
I'm like, what do you mean you don't remember? We have so many photos. Mom and dad would bring a magician or a balloon guy. And we had those until we were until I was 6 or 7. Then he was so I was 3 or 4. I was like, oh, whatever.
Well, I'm right. That's funny, though. It's funny that they never joined our birthdays when our birthdays are a week apart.
I guess because like
Well, clearly
as
I'm the favorite.
as an older sister, I'm just like bound to eat shit, but that's okay. So I told him, I was like, it just so happens that it's literally the weekend between your birthday and my birthday. It could be like a joint birthday. He was like, I don't want to make it a birthday thing. I was like, well, I'm going to make it a birthday thing because I'm not going to be in town for my birthday. So I might as well make it a birthday thing. Yeah. And you're not going to be here. That's okay.
Whose fault is that? Well, maybe you are going to space with me this weekend. Who knows?
Maybe. Either way, we'll celebrate your birthday. We'll have a nice time. Then Monday morning, what's going on Monday morning?
Monday, Adam requested that, like, he have the day for me.
Love it. So I know about evening stuff. I didn't know daytime stuff, but that's cute.
I mean, no, he said we can wake up. Each one of us can, like, work out. I looked at him and I laughed. So I was like, okay.
Okay.
You can go work out.
I'll keep it tight.
Also, like, I work out literally every
For work.
day. Like, I'm not going to work out on my birthday.
Right.
Especially because I'm having dinner with my girlfriends the night before. But, like, it's not even about that. On Saturday, I'm going to space. And so then on Sunday, on Sunday, I have a whole ass day. I have a baby shower at 1:30 p.m.
It's not a baby shower. It's a gender reveal.
Correct. And then I have a dinner at night with my friends.
Where are you guys going?
As of now, Idan.
Lovely.
Because everywhere else that I checked, which is one other place, they weren't open on Sundays. I didn't want to go too far south because I'm probably going to be fucking exhausted. And so I wanted to keep it relatively close. And there's a Nicaraguan spot on 123rd that I've been really wanting to check out. They're closed on Sundays.
I would call to check. It's a holiday weekend. Maybe people will be open on Sunday just because it's a holiday weekend.
I'll call. And then I wanted to do double
It's
up.
Nicaraguan?
Yeah.
I thought it was Honduranian. Honduran.
Ecuadorian. It's Ecuadorian. It's
God,
Ecuadorian.
we're fucking awful.
It's Ecuadorian. And then I called Double Luck, or I checked on Double Luck's website, and it said that they didn't have any reservations. We're 5 people, and I guess that's like a big table to get last minute-ish. So we'll see. But I'm happy with it done.
I've heard it's amazing. Well, Tommy
Still
and Jess
haven't
went.
been?
No.
Oh my god.
Tommy and Jess went, and they brought back steak. And I came, I think, the next day, and I took a bite of the cold tomahawk, and it was fucking delicious.
No. Their food is a phenomenal.
Phenomenal?
And their only dessert is a Basque-style cheesecake.
That's like my favorite thing in the world.
No, like, no notes, no words, no expressions.
Do they have a bar?
Bliss wine.
Do they have a bar?
Yeah.
To, like, sit at?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll come chaperone.
Those are my girls over there.
Love you guys.
You're gonna be like
you're keeping me young.
You're gonna be like,
yeah. You keep me young. I love you, girls.
I love you, girls.
Gosh, you're gorgeous. You see those girls over there? I've known them since they were little.
You whip out the camcorder and start twerking in the middle of the restaurant.
You know I would. So the first week of June is going to be a bit of a shit show for me. Not personally, professionally. Not personally for me, because it means I'm going to have to wake up at like the butt crack of dawn to be at the office at 7 o'clock in the morning every day. But we're hosting
the literal butt crack of dawn. You should.
Well, no, it's not going to be 7 a.m. I want to have the breakfast at 8 o'clock, which means I need to be in downtown Miami at 7:30. At those hours, it's not going to be that big of a deal.
No, but maybe Jeff should stay with mom and dad.
Jeff is already staying with mom and dad. That's the thing. So the first night, we're having a lovely dinner that's including everybody in the office, not just the people that are coming for the offsite at Casa Dona.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We're having the private room. It's going to be real nice and classy.
I just reposted on Bread Girls their post about girl dinner. It was like, what are you doing Wednesday night?
Woo, baby!
Caesar salad.
It looks so fucking good. Those freaking French fries, delicious.
Caesar salad looks
delish.
Crispy.
So we're having our dinner there before dinner starts. And mind you, like, my boss, whatever's up there, bless him, right? He's a visionary, right? He doesn't need to think about the details. He just wants the result. Goes to me, he's like, okay, great. So like we arrive at the restaurant and we'll do like the drink and like we'll do the activity and then we'll sit down for dinner. And I'm like, are you under the impression that we like bought out the restaurant? We're literally just like 26 people. Like, what do you mean we're going to have happy hour? And then, like, no, the restaurant is open. Yes, it's a Tuesday, but like, and he was like, yeah, we'll have the mic. Last week we brought singing telegram for our CEO's birthday. I thought that I was going to get fired. And this chick had a little carried like speaker with a microphone. And he was like, I loved it. I want one of those. I'm like, I'm not buying a whole setup for like one event. And he was like, well, no, like what if one day we want to do happy hour? We can want to do a little karaoke. And I'm like,
ain't nobody gonna do karaoke.
Ain't nobody doing this. It's fine. I was like, don't worry about it. I got you. So basically, he, I guess one day went out to lunch with one of our like more like entry level people who is working his ass off. So like they took him out to lunch and he comes back like mind blown. I didn't know this and this and this about him. I want to know everybody better. Let's do an activity to get everybody to know, like to introduce himself better. And I'm like, okay, brilliant. Only this dinner is including 5 people from our biggest vendor's office, one of whom is my old admin assistant whom I love, Lise. And I have requested that everybody turn their answers in by Friday, but have concocted a list of 10 prompts out of which every person needs to choose 4 to answer. And then the 5th is across the board, everybody will have, which is a 2 truths and a lie. Mm-hmm. And, oh crap, I don't have it.
You don't remember it?
No, hold on. Oh. I'm going to bring my work computer because I want to read to you the list because I want you to answer 4. Do you want to first answer yours or do you want me to tell you mine?
I'll answer mine first so that I'm not like biased.
Okay, cool. So you know what? I'm not going to read to you all the prompts because I feel like that's going to be too freaking time consuming. I'm going to pick 4 and you answer them. Mind you, I had most of these already drafted and then I showed them to my CEO and one of them was like, what's your favorite like food and beverage combination? And like, what's your like hype song or like favorite karaoke song, which I think is very telling. But he looks at me straight in the eye and he was like, I'm buying these assholes dinner at Casa Donna. The questions need to be more like thought-provoking and challenging. And I'm like, we're printing this out into a book. I can't have people like sending me paragraphs. Like, because I need to format it and like make it into like a cute book, but whatever. Okay. The most unusual skill I have. You.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a good shot. Like I know how to shoot a gun well and I know how to clean a gun well.
Very good. I was gonna say you can, what is it? Twerk in a handstand? Is what you're
I can twerk in a handstand. That too.
A place that changed my perspective.
I mean, all of Southeast Asia changed my perspective, but the places I mean, Burma is like crazy.
Okay. The one thing I'd love to learn if I had unlimited time.
Oh my God, everything.
One thing. Literally, the one thing.
I would really love to go to like cooking school. Or, I mean, I also would really love to learn Italian.
Okay. And I mean, I can't ask you what's something that surprised you about working at my company, but
It's right next to Whole Foods.
a movie, show, or book you recommend to everyone.
A movie, show, or book. Not one of each.
No, just one of the whole. Movie, show, or book you recommend to everyone. I mean, if you want to give me one of each, you can go ahead.
Okay, with movies, it's like really tough because I have
we've had this conversation.
so many.
Yeah. For me, it's always Shrek 2. I will always recommend Shrek 2.
Confused is just such a classic for me, and I love that fucking movie so much. But wait, hold on. A book that I recommend, and I always give it with a trigger warning of like, you're gonna hate it, but like it's really important to read.
Go ask Alice.
For culture.
Yeah, for the culture.
For the culture.
You have to.
Is that your book?
No.
The Body Keeps the Score. It's
Ooh,
like
baby.
the heaviest read ever, and it's not like particularly fun to read.
It's not a fun read,
but it's like
read.
a very important
it's a
read. Okay. And the best show, the show that I think everybody needs to watch.
Listen, I have to emphasize, the question doesn't ask what is your favorite or what is the best you've ever read or seen. It is one item that you recommend to everyone. The book that I recommend to everyone is not my favorite book. It's a book that I recommend to everyone.
Body Keeps the Score is not my favorite book at all.
Right. So what's like a show that you recommend to everyone?
So wait, hold on. Spot on though on the movie. I genuinely recommend for everybody to watch. Body Keeps the Score, and for show, not everyone's gonna get it, but like I really think that everybody needs to understand The Office. Like I know that that's the most basic answer that I could give, but like it's brilliant. It is such a good show. I love Steve Carell so much. And
he's so terrible.
BJ Novak is
brilliant. Mindy Kaling is amazing.
Mindy Kaling is she's
first of all, how dare you?
She's brilliant. What? Oh yeah.
First of all, how dare you?
She's brilliant. I'm obsessed with her. It's such a freaking great feel-good show.
Unpopular opinion, my favorite era of Mindy is when her and Daryl are together.
Oh. By far favorite era of her, favorite era of The Office probably.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to go with Two Truths and a Lie? Do you think that I will
What's the other option?
That's it. No. Do you want to tell me do you want to go for it? Do you want to do it?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, go for it. Try to make it so like I wouldn't know.
I know.
It's hard. Okay.
Oh my god.
And time.
You tell me Two Truths.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what mine are. In the meantime, you think about it. So one of the prompts that wasn't asked for you is a time I totally embarrassed myself and what I learned from it. And I said, I was 13 years old and I had just moved to the US from Israel. I had a classmate that was easily 1.5 feet taller than me. And I asked her, how is it that you are so high? Meaning, of course, tall. She gave me a puzzled look and I quickly realized that I said something very different from what I meant. Besides bettering my conversational English, I learned that being able to laugh at myself and staying open to correction is key when adjusting to new environments. Please keep in mind that this is stuff that I need to be revealing to my coworkers, okay?
How politically correct.
Very insightful, I think. The one thing I'd love to learn if I had unlimited time is more languages. Hey! At the top of my list are Russian, German, and to be able to say more than 2 sentences in French. I truly hope that I am not asked what those 2 sentences are because one is incredibly inappropriate. And anybody who has ever listened to Little Kim, Maya Pink, and Christina
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Oh!
And the second one is Est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes, s'il vous plaît, monsieur? May I please go to the restroom, sir? What my pet would say about me, that is where I try to like be like a comedian. Jeff would say, she thinks she's in charge, but we both know I run this house. She is always busy, but will always make time for a cuddle. 10 out of 10 would adopt her again.
Aww. So, yeah.
A movie, show, or book I recommend to everyone, truly I do, is Monsters: A Fan's Dilemma by Claire Dederer. It explores the complex question of how we reconcile our admiration for great art with the troubling behavior of the artists who make it. It's not my favorite book. I think it is incredibly important and really gives you textbook definition of what nuance is.
Mm-hmm.
And then my 2 truths and a lie are I trekked the Annapurna Circuit, I am ambidextrous, and I've cooked Thanksgiving dinner for 31 people alone.
What does ambidextrous mean?
Being able to write with both hands.
That's your lie.
That's my lie.
Okay.
Done with this.
Okay, I'm really trying to think right now, but like for some reason my brain is doing this thing.
Are you lying about all of it?
No. I don't know why my brain is doing this, but it keeps replaying the scene in Bring It On where the rocker chick is like auditioning of that's it that in my school has no gymnastics, so this is my last resort. That's what's playing in my head right now.
The
as I'm
rocker
trying.
chick?
What's her name again?
Marcy? No, not Marcy.
Marcy.
Misty. I think it's
Misty.
fucking Misty.
What a name.
You know that now the actress does like psychedelic healing?
Not surprising.
She was a rocker chick on Bring It On.
Yes. The pipeline is very much there.
It's a straight line.
It's a beeline. I don't know. You know all of my life. So I'm going to go ahead and say
I don't know what you did today.
I lived 8 years in a different country. I traveled for 10 months and
And my name is Daphne.
and I well mom.
Well, because I know which one's
and I don't know how to lie.
Yeah, because you didn't travel for 10 months, you traveled for 9.
No, hold on. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February.
Oh, so you traveled for 10.
Yeah. No, I said 2 truths.
I remember it being 9.
I left in May.
We don't need to do that again.
I think it was a whole 10 months. Maybe I'm wrong.
Anyway, so yeah. Now I need everybody to send me their answers.
Ooh. Send me those questions and I'll put them in the description of the episode. Maybe we'll get some answers.
Pick 4 prompts and a 2 truths and a lie, and we'll guess.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Bring it on, baby.
What is the most... 2 questions in one. What is the most embarrassing way that you have ever been turned down? And what is the most embarrassing way that you have ever turned someone down?
Embarrassing for who?
Your choice.
Okay. So the most embarrassing way that I've turned, so I'm going to do the second question first. The most embarrassing way that I've turned someone down was, I was very young, aka like the 3rd grade, and I had a boyfriend.
Damn.
I had a boyfriend. And this boyfriend...
I had a boyfriend.
He gave me a dolphin-shaped mood ring.
How fucking dare he?
No, honestly, it was very cute. Thinking back, I shouldn't have reacted the way that I did.
What is this piece of shit?
What the fuck?
Sorry. Did you take it off and throw it at his face?
Worse.
Oh no.
Listen, this was like easily like
You were little.
33 years. No, not 33. Like
No. Like 30 years ago.
30 years ago. So no, I don't remember the exact circumstances that brought to the demise of our 24-hour long relationship. But I got pissed at him. And he was downstairs of our building. And we lived on the 7th floor. No, we lived on the 9th floor. But we lived facing the back, like the park side. So what I did was go downstairs 2 floors to Yoni's apartment because Yoni's mom's apartment faces the street. And I yelled out to him from the 7th floor, "Bitch, we're over!" And I took the ring off and I threw it down the freaking window.
Wow.
I don't know that that's embarrassing. I think I was just an asshole. And
Most
to
definitely.
be fair, I've apparently always had a penchant for the drama.
Apparently.
I've always been a touch dramatic.
She admits it.
The most embarrassing way that I've ever been turned down.
It doesn't necessarily have to be like public embarrassment. You could just feel embarrassed for yourself.
No, because I can think of 2 things.
Okay.
One is, again,
3rd grade. She peaked in 3rd grade.
this was the 5th grade, okay? At this point, we're like 2 years older. We have a new kid in school, all right?
Uh-oh.
I immediately am like, ooh, I love him. Only, I was a fairly awkward child, okay? I
don't think you were awkward.
Of course you didn't. You were literally like a year old.
Okay.
This kid comes to our class. He has like longer hair and he always wears a hat. So I
naturally
started wearing a hat. Okay. Listen, I am a Gemini sun and a Libra fucking rising. I adapt myself to the environment that I want to be a part of. So like if I want him, I'm going to become him. Chameleon. Okay. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, all of 5th grade, all of my photos, my hair is to here and I have a hat on. Anyway, he had a girlfriend pretty early on because he was a beautiful boy and like just so cool and cute and very friendly and nice. And then one day he broke up with her and I was like immediately, Cookie, ask him
if he likes me.
Ask him if he likes me. And she did. And he said no. And then the next day, there was a bit of like a
word around
town that him and Cookie were together. And I never felt like backstabbed by her because it is what it is. It's who he chose.
Wow. How big of you in the 5th grade? Wow.
The second time was more so embarrassing because of the reaction that was experienced around me. But this was a few years ago. I was seeing casually a man that is part owner of a restaurant. You must know who I'm speaking of. And to be fair, it was hot and cold from both of us.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't that it was me vying for his attention and him sometimes giving it to me. It was definitely like tit for tat.
It was almost like you were competing for who
can be the biggest asshole.
Yeah.
So we're out one night as like a massive group of people, like easily like 20 something people all together at one bar celebrating something.
Was I there?
I would assume so. But no, because you weren't there when the embarrassing part came around.
Okay.
Which again, I very rarely give a fuck how I'm being perceived, but I don't like being pitied And
that's
that
the
was
worst.
definitely the reaction that I was receiving from the two girls that were with me towards the end of the night. So the bar thing ends and everybody's kind of like dispersing, but like two of the girls that I'm with and myself, we want to keep going. And he messaged me like, hey, we left the bar, but we're going to this other bar. Come. So I'm like, oh, sweet. I'm getting it in tonight. Great. Can't wait. Brilliant. So I dragged these two girls, like, drag them literally right down the street. There was very little dragging.
Who I'm assuming it is, did not need to be dragged.
No. Yes, you are correct. And no, they did not need to be dragged. We arrive at the bar and he is standing at the bar making out with another chick.
Ugh, he's the worst.
So I'm just like, I look at him and I'm like, oh, come on, man, this is so dumb. And I go to turn around and my friends are the ones like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? And that's when I was embarrassed because I was like, I didn't actually give a fuck because it really was like a lot of back and forths. And as a matter of fact, I think the most it's embarrassing for him because this whole time, like, I had a really nice time with him and there was like some illusion of like more so, but I think a lot of it was because like we wanted to be friends, but like we kept getting in each other's bed.
But I also think that towards the end you were more open to like discussing having a relationship, and he was over it. He was not, but he was pretending like he was. With you. It was the fact that he was being a shitty friend about it. Because because like in the beginning, which you guys were like weird like that for a while, for
we were like a really long
2
time.
years, I want to
really
say.
long time.
But I feel like for the first like solid year and a half, like you were right along there with him, and you were
yeah, we would hang out, just the two of us, like
really
with his friends, with my friends, like.
But then like towards the end, you were like, all right, like. Honestly, like, I have a lot of fun with you, clearly, you know, like, could we potentially talk about something else? And he was like, yeah.
No, that's when he was, well, no.
He would, to you, he would say, yeah. And then he would fucking ghost you like a dumb piece of shit.
Yeah, which is funny because I know exactly where he lives and where he works. And I would frequent his place of work, which is.
All of the people who work for him like you more than they like him.
It's true. It's true. But right before I moved away, he and I had a conversation and he was like he took me out to a really nice dinner. We had oysters and champagne and like it was kind of like a conclusion dinner. Like there was nothing, it was dinner and home, like nothing funky. But he was like, do you want to know why on my end it never clicked?
Whatever.
And I literally looked at him and I was like, I don't know, do I? Like, I don't know that I need to know this. And he was like,
also like, no.
And no, but he told me anyway because he was the kind of guy. It was because it always felt like you had one foot out the door as far as like living where we lived. And I told him, I was like, if you would have tied me down, I wouldn't have had a foot out the door. But you know what?
He's married now, and I'm happy for him. Route, but whatever.
He's not a bad person. He was going through his own shit.
Yeah. So to answer my own question.
Yeah. So what is your most embarrassing receiving and giving?
So the most embarrassing way that I turned somebody down for them, which backfired immediately because he was so embarrassed in that moment that he backfired on me. This fucking garbage piece of shit, dumb, stupid piece of shit kid that like a bunch of people, he was very popular in high school. He was part of like this stupid fucking group of kids that would throw parties and stuff. I was on a yacht, like at a yacht party.
Very casually on a freaking yacht.
Listen, when you grow up in Miami.
Sure.
And he like came up to me and he was like trying to like mac on me, and I was like, listen, dude, like I'm not interested. I also had a boyfriend at the time, which like only one of us was acting that way. The other person was very much taking every single opportunity. But I, on the other hand, don't cheat. And so this guy was like, and also I was like, forget the fact that I had a boyfriend that I was like obsessed with. I also was genuinely not interested in this garbage human being. And that really upset him because he was used to girls like very much fawning over him.
Did he kick you off the boat?
So pissed that he was like, what? This dumbass bitch thought that I was flirting with her. He literally ganged up his whole group of friends around me, a 16-year-old baby.
How old was he?
He was like probably 17, between 17 and 19. He was older than me. He was not in school
Statutory rape.
He was not in school anymore. His dumbass, ugly ass bitch. And then one of his stupid, ugly ass bitch friends came and she was like, oh, this ugly ass bitch, whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna walk away. So I literally walked away. And then, no, I went to the rooftop and like all of the girls that I knew at the party were up there. And then I had told them and they were like, bro, like he's literally a dumb piece of shit. And so that was mostly embarrassing for me afterwards because it's like, sweetheart, like
they chased you to the top floor.
You really need to like go to therapy about that.
Have you Googled him?
No, but
has he been in the news?
Our brother's best friends saw him at a tailgate after I told them that happened, and they beat the shit out of him.
Cheers! Love you, besties.
And then they even said at the end, like, this is for Dav. He was like, who? What?
It's incriminating, bro.
It's very incriminating.
You need to shut the fuck up. Snitches get
and then the most embarrassing way for me that I hit on someone was this guy that I met traveling. When I was traveling in Burma, initially, the first, like, week and a half or 2 weeks that I was there, I had met up with people that I knew. And then I left those people and went off on my own to do like a small trek. And I knew that when you're at the main city where you like book the trek and stuff, like you usually, like you'll never go on the trek alone. You always go with like a group, and typically like you'll find other Israeli groups or just tourists in general doing it. And you could always like tag along. Mm-hmm. And so on my way, I was on the bus. And I'm like laying on the bus, like listening to music. And then these 4 like cutie pies like walk on. And obviously they're Israeli. And so I hear them speaking Hebrew. And then like I pop out of my seat and I was like, hey, what's up, guys? And so we're chatting, whatever. We got to like the main city at night. So everything was dead asleep. I went into my hotel. They went to their hotel. We met up the next day.
You're saying hotel like it's like a 5-star resort.
No, but
so
in
was
Burma,
probably like a room with like a toilet and the floor.
No, it was. Listen, it was better than like.
Was there a toilet seat? No.
Maybe there probably was.
Squatty potty.
There probably was. Burma, because it's less touristy. Like the places that they have are really nice. Like for tourists are like nicer. They're very well kept. Had a lovely time in Burma.
I wasn't shitting on Southeast Asia. I really enjoyed Nepal, even the squatty potties.
I had the best time. Anyway, so we woke up the next day. We like walked around town. We got some beers. We were like playing card games and we went to go look for like how we can sign up for the trek. And we did the trek without anybody. It was just the 5 of us. It was the 4 of them and me. One of them was a super duper cutie patootie. And he was really sweet and he was...
Were they around your age?
They were a year younger than me, yeah.
Cradle robber.
And yes, and like he was really, really sweet. He looked like every one of my ex-boyfriends.
They all look the same.
They all look the same.
They also gorge, except for your fucking high school boyfriend. He can suck a dick.
And he was just really, really sweet. And even after getting back to Israel, like I would like he would like post a story or something and I would always like heart eye it or something. And he would be like,
thanks.
He literally basically like, damn, like, yeah, really? And I'd be like, I mean, yeah, you're fucking hot.
Okay.
And that was really embarrassing for me.
Did he actually turn you down?
Yeah.
That is the juice. What do you mean? How? How did you approach it? How did he turn you down?
No, I never approached it when we were on the trip. Only when I got back to Israel, I like tried multiple times, like messaging him and just like showing my interest. And he wasn't.
Oh my God. I just missed my fucking mouth. No, this isn't. No. Are you for real?
What do you mean?
No.
Because that's embarrassing. I've never been turned down.
Listen, I'm not saying this is like a regular thing for me because I barely heart your stories.
No, yeah.
But that's just shooting the shot and a person saying no. That's not embarrassing. The act of getting turned down is not embarrassing. An embarrassing thing would have been...
You get turned down? Who do you ever like?
I don't hit people.
Exactly.
I don't shoot my shot. But I'm saying... I have in the past, and I don't think I've...
I doubt you've ever been turned down.
The very few... no. I was once at some party in Fort Lauderdale at some bar, and there was a very cute bartender, and I handed him my number, and he never called.
How fucking dare he?
He probably had a girlfriend. I didn't even speak his
maybe.
freaking word to him. I don't
Maybe.
know. Or maybe he wasn't interested.
Mm.
The act of getting turned down is not embarrassing. Being embarrassed by being turned down is like public humiliation. Like humiliation over the fact. Not just being turned down. Being turned down is a part of fucking life.
Yeah, you're right.
You need to come up with a better story. That was your question.
I thought that was a good story. I thought you were
No,
gonna
the
laugh
story
at
itself
me.
was good. I was waiting for the punchline. Like, when was it embarrassing?
When I was like, hey, like, you're so cute. And he was like, okay.
This was done via DMs. Literally, like, nobody had to know about this. This was not embarrassing. My entire love life is embarrassing. What are you talking about?
I don't think
I have one fucking idiot who today turned, I think, 42 years old, who can't fucking grow the fuck up.
literally cannot. Well, he's got issues, that guy.
I really want to, like, offer him unsolicited opinion.
Unsolicited
Advice. To just, like, please seek
Go
therapy.
to therapy, please.
Please.
Do the
Please.
world a favor.
Fuck the world. Do me a favor.
Do yourself a
And
favor.
do not speak to me until you've been cleared
of all your sins.
Fuck a sin. I don't subscribe to religion. Until you've seen a therapist consistently for more than like 6 months.
For more than 5 minutes.
No, he's like a routine guy. He will definitely see it. But I needed to be like make it a thing. You obviously need it.
Okay, well,
I just wished him a happy birthday. I was not about to like.
No, you should.
Oh, BT Dubs, you should go see a therapist.
No, you should say that.
No.
Okay, well,
my drink is empty.
so is mine, but such is life.
Oh, I do have like a whole
To
embarrassing moments and overcoming them.